What's up? All right, we finally made it back here after a long week. We are now deep into part 4 of this Resident Evil 0 first-time playthrough. So far, it's been enjoyable. I wanted to try to fit something in during the week from the last stream and didn't quite get a chance to do so. I also didn't want to... I was sitting at like 3.5 hours, I think, or close to 3 hours. I'm in the final chapter now, so we are nearing completion, and I have never started another game in a stream. But depending on how long this goes, I may start Resident Evil 1 when I'm done and just roll one right into the other. As for YouTube, it'll just go right from, this video will end and then Resident Evil 1 will be a separate video. So we're just going to have to see how it goes. But so far, Billy and Rebecca are still separated. The last time we saw Billy, he got swept away in the water. We were finally, I think we were in like a treatment plant or something like that just after we left the training facility. And Billy got attacked and knocked over a railing. And then we haven't seen Billy since. So right now we're just solo with Rebecca, and it's been a week, so I need to try to remember where I'm at and I guess where I'm supposed to be going, because I figured I was going to be long done with the training facility by now, and in the last stream I had to backtrack to it for some kind of stupid reasons. First time playthrough and such, you'll have that from time to time, especially with some of these games where, they don't hold your hand and just go here,
Resident Evil
My save data is a bit of a mess because several times, I got to a point where both Billy and Rebecca were one hit from death, and I didn't want to put myself in a situation where as soon as I go into the next room, I die and not be able to progress. So I had a couple saves in here that I could go back to if that happened. So we're 30 saves in now. And while that loads, I'm going to crack open the day. Hopefully you got yourself a beverage and you can hang out with me and enjoy that beverage with me. I got a day. What do you got? Mrs. Suave has Red Bull. She has blue Red Bull, so she's got a blue bowl. Code Red Day. Okay, so we were here. Oh wait, it was this elevator. That's right. I finally got access to this elevator off to the right. I kind of scrolled through this map going, I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. And I was like, where in the hell am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go here. So I think I remember how to get there. Now, let's take a look at our inventory here real fast, if I can remember how to get to that. Okay, so I've got the Magnum, I've got the handgun, I've got this herbal mix that I don't want to drop. There's grenades here and a shotgun here, but I don't think the shotgun had any ammo left, and if it did, it was limited, and the Magnum is a much better gun anyway. I believe I have the Magnum equipped still. Yes, I do. Let's equip the regular handgun, well, the upgraded handgun. And I guess head onto the elevator and see what kind of a mess we're going to get ourselves into. Okay, so I think the elevator was this way, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. That is not where the elevator is. In order to get to the elevator, I do believe I gotta go back through this way. So I've picked up so far. I've got Resident Evil 0 and 1 here on the Origins collection. I've got the remake of 2, the remake of 3, the remake of 4. I have 6 and 7. Next on my list to pick up is going to be the PS4 version of Resident Evil 5. That's the only one I can't get on Amazon. I did find an Amazon listing for it, but it looks like it's a PAL region or potentially a Japanese variant. But the review pictures, people are showing it's an NTSC, you know, American version. I don't want to take the risk of getting a version I don't want. So that one I'm going to have to order from eBay. But then after that, the only ones I have to pick up is Resident Evil 8. Oh, I also have Code Veronica. I've got the PS2 version of Code Veronica, and I've got the exclusive PS3 HD remaster. So I've got to get 5, 8, and Revelations 1 and 2. And then hopefully get through all of these games before February. And then in February, I can start Resident Evil Requiem when that comes out. I don't remember which floor I was supposed to go to. I think... Whoops. Oh, okay. I was wondering what this item list thing is. And I finally figured it out. Blue herb and handgun ammo. That would have been greatly helpful a while back, because now I can remember what I left and where. I kept wondering what this was because nothing was ever in it. Yeah, maybe that'll help me with the remake. Let's see here. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I guess let's just pick a floor. Pick a floor, any floor. I'm gonna guess I have to go to level 2 because that's the one that's highlighted. Or that's that. Okay, that's the one that I'm on. Well, let's head up to level 1, see what we can find there. That takes us back to the training facility. Unless I have to go back to the training facility, but I don't think I do. I don't think there's any reason to go back there. This is one of the reasons I was kind of tempted to power through the rest of this game, because I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going. Alright, let's try level 4. Okay. This is where we need to be, because this is all I've gotten of the treatment plant. I think I walked through the door and went, nope, we're going to save this for next week. Where's Billy? But anyway, I've seen, you know, some, like, the summaries of a lot of the Resident Evil games, you know, who the main characters are and such. And I don't think Billy makes a reappearance in any other game. Oh, I appreciate that as always, Grim. Okay, so we got some more handgun ammo here. And we've also got some more ink ribbons and a typewriter here. So I guess I could have just made a save here and been done with it, but I didn't want to get into something and not be able to get out of it. But this room looks familiar. I feel like our Tekken character, which I think has been alluded to. This guy, this mysterious long-haired fellow, was I can't even remember the guy's name now. The main like umbrella dude, Marcus. It was like his son or grandson or something. Okay, so that door's already open. Looks like the only way we can go at this point is up. The lift isn't working. The power doesn't seem to be turned on. Of course not. Dam area power supply panel. Designate point to receive power. Power can be supplied to any location up to 2 points away. Change points, yes. Why do I feel like this is going to be a massive pain in the ass? So we've got the purify room. Main control room. Water tank, reservoir, first experiment room, second experiment room. Pump room. I guess let's try control room. Okay, and so it'll go 2 points from, I guess, any direction then, yeah? Still not getting any power. Apparently the power won't be restored until all points have been supplied. Okay, so I was expecting this to be like you can only put power in certain areas at one time, so you'd have to constantly come back here and change which gets power and which doesn't. This is just simply a puzzle where I get 3 points to choose what gets power. And then once it all gets power, we'll be good. So let's try that. Let's do this one. No, that ain't gonna work either. Being that this prequel game came out later, I would imagine that Billy wouldn't make an appearance until late, but was probably never brought back. I think Rebecca does come back in one of the games. I don't remember which one. But I'm pretty certain that Billy never makes another appearance. Okay. All right. So I was trying to start from the middle and work my way around, but let's take a different approach to this. And it'll go up to 2 points away, so theoretically I should be able to start like here, and that'll reach all the way to the bottom. Yep, okay. And then I don't think that's gonna work. Let's try this one. Yes, okay. And then this one? Hell yes! But like the only characters that I know for sure throughout the series, because I've played 4, Code Veronica, and 6, so I know, you know, we've got, and I don't remember which characters are in which except for those games. Like I know Claire is the main character, I think the only character in Code Veronica. Resident Evil 1 I don't remember who was in that one. I know Jill Valentine is in a couple of them. I know, you've got Leon in 4, Chris Redfield in 5. They pretty much all make an appearance in 6. I did read that Leon was supposed to be making like a reappearance, I guess, in the new one. Like, I'm actually pretty interested in the new one because what little knowledge I have of these games, I know, Raccoon City is very important. And apparently you go back to Raccoon City in that game. So I'm pretty excited to see that. It's always nice when a series goes back to its, starting point years later and just see how they handle it. Like with MGS4, you got, you got to go back to Shadow Moses. Okay, so we're going to use this one because now I can combine these two. And I'm going to pick up these bottles too because I feel like I'm going to need them. Simply because... You know what, let me actually just do this now. Because I don't want to walk into something and go, man, I wish I had those. There was a gas can up here. So I'm going to make me some cocktails. Of course, I have to drop something in order to pick it up. Even though I don't actually pick it up, I just combine it right away. Oh, okay. So I've still got 3 left over. But we need our ink ribbons. Which I think I had 5 of. Yeah, whenever there's like, not every time there's been, Molotov making materials nearby, I've needed them right away. But more often than not, if there's, healing items or weapon-based items, you're gonna need them. And like, I really wish I had the grenade launcher still, but I think Billy had that. Hopefully Billy still has that. And, I don't know, I guess just hopefully I don't need it. Seriously? I figured 3 cocktails would have done the trick. It usually does. But I think I might have thrown the second one too early. Trying to step on the damn thing.
Ow!
Well, if this keeps happening, I'm gonna die.
Ow!
Yeah, it's definitely a process to get used to the fixed camera. But then again, it would be interesting. I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to replay the original Resident Evil games. Like after I play the remake of 2, I feel like I need to go back and replay the original version of 2 to see how much different the game is, you know, from a PS1 game to, you know, a PS5 game. But also, you know, see how it was with the fixed camera and how it is now. Because, you know, it's one of the arguments that everybody and their brother made about Twin Snakes was that, you know, the first-person view ruined so much of the game and whatnot. You know, so it's like, if you had a 360 camera in this game, you know, I'm not sure, you know, I guess if it would make the game too easy, you know, or, you know, something like that. Because obviously the game was designed with this camera in mind. Oh, can't play pinball. Negative review on Steam. All right. Mrs. Suave just told me she put a new fresh loaf of bread in the oven, homemade bread, so I'm going to be fat later. Saturated with some butter. All right. Billy? Got a feeling I'm going to need that. I have a feeling I'm going to need Billy for this, because I feel like somebody's going to have to operate the forklift. Yeah, where's Billy? He's in school, man. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we got some more herbs there. We'll have to remember those are there. Unless I want to use the ones that I have, which I kind of don't. Not right now. I have a feeling that Billy might die at the end of this game. Simply because if he's not in any of the other ones, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a reason he never comes back. Alright, well, let's go down here. Okay, she can't move that, so clearly I'm a medic, not a bodybuilder. Is the trophy that I got. Try to push something heavy with Rebecca. You get a trophy for that. You know, just get my money's worth and stuff. Regulate the supply and drainage of water in the tanks and control the rotation of the railing. Oh, of course. Crate's in the way, so I can't move that. Okay, well, let's fill with water then. Oh, neat. Can't do anything with it now. Okay, well... Seriously, you can't jump that far? Didn't realize there was a door in this corner. So I guess let's go check out this door. Oh, more of these damn leeches. Billy!
Rebecca, where am I?
You're safe now. Are you okay?
Oh, shit.
What could have done this?
They must have been used as test subjects in Marcus's research. He must have kept messing around with the mother virus.
Billy?
Alright, we got Billy back. And he's still a step from death. That is a big-ass frog. Jeremiah was a bullfrog! Don't ask me why that was necessary, but it was. Alright, well, we can't go that way. But we got Billy! So now that we got Billy, we can figure this room out. And I think it was Billy had shotgun ammo, but no shotgun. Suppose I could always go back and get it, but... Alright, let's drain this water. The water is drained already. So, Billy, you go down here.
Let's split up.
Roger.
So now Billy can move this. Move it there. And then you move the thing. So I'm going to guess now. Let's move this. And then Move this box. Of course, what I assumed would be simple is not simple. I think I just screwed myself because now this thing won't rotate at all. Well, let's leave the room and hope it resets their positions. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Roger.
I'm just like, oh, cool, I can move the thing. Now I can move the boxes. And then I move the boxes in a way that screwed me. But we can pick up these herbs while we're right here and have those on hand, because we're probably going to need those.
Let's split up.
Okay.
Okay. Let's think about this for a moment. So I'm guessing I have to move this one first. I think what screwed me was I moved the first box into the wrong spot, maybe? Moving 3 boxes should not require this much thought. Just saying. Yeah, I'm going to leave that other one right in the middle. And then I'll push this. Or not. Seriously? He's not going to push the box. but he'll push it that way. Wow, dude. I mean, maybe a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's all the way against the wall. Climb the thing. There we go. Yeah, it was like this much, dude. Well, the problem now is if I move this box over, he's not going to be able to get behind it and push it some more. Okay. There's so many things wrong with this, though. Because, like, you mean to tell me you couldn't, you know, step over a small gap and only use 2 boxes? Have to use all 3? Problem now is my inventory's full on both of them. So, you know what? We're going to leave the hook shot here. That'll free up 2 spaces, and I don't know if I'm going to need it again. I feel like by this point we should be done with that.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, negative review on Steam. Broke my immersion. Can't step over a gap. There's a space for a battery. We gotta find a battery now. Alright. Floating stairs. Alright, progress is progress. Billy has no ammo left, so... Well, there went half of our ammo. More than half. That was almost all of it. Lit.
Ow! Ow!
Well, at least we get some back now. Alright, I should probably use my herbs now. Okay, let's head this way before we go up the ladder because there's a typewriter down here. We can make a save with Billy. Alright, let's go up the ladder. Investigators Report 2. We should have finished with this dump long ago when this all started. Did anyone expect that there would be guns blazing away like this? We weren't told a thing about these creatures attacking us at the briefing. Guess they were a surprise to the head honchos too. The things in the woods just starting to attack people. That had to be planned. Someone deliberately scattered that virus, no doubt about it. But the guards, our fellow soldiers, they must still be around. Well, whatever, don't have to worry about that anymore. What I've got to worry about is whether to use my last bullet on myself or on a friend. That's the only decision I have to make. So the red chemical and the stripping agent now is just the green chemical. So if I add the red chemical again, it just turns it into the green chemical. But the red and green together makes the stripping agent. Okay. Wonder if I can combine two greens. I can. Okay. Now, what would be the purpose of coming up here? Is that just so I can have the red chemical again? Well, I refilled my mixing set with it before I left the area where I needed it last time, just so I'd have it if I needed it again. So that might just be another way to get it if you need it again. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We don't have the ammo or the health capacity to deal with what's on the other side of this door.
I'll go.
Yeah.
So you stay there. I'll run past them. Now it's Billy's turn. Actually, first, ink ribbon and typewriter. Now, I'm pretty sure Billy still has the grenade launcher, and there's grenades in here, so that's lit. We're definitely going to want those. Psych, big fella. You don't know who you're messing with, big fella. Okay, Billy has no handgun ammo left. Rebecca still has 21 rounds. But okay, yeah, Billy's got some space for it and the grenades. Because we're going to load the grenades into the grenade launcher right away.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
Okay, we got first aid spray and red and green herbs there. About battery fluid. The fluid used in batteries is a diluted solution of mixed water and sulfuric acid. They must be of high purity. When fully charged, battery fluid should have a specific gravity of 1.28 plus or minus 0.010 at 20 degrees Celsius. Take care that the dilute sulfuric acid solution is of a sufficient purity. Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that I need to mix some stuff together. Grenades, herbs, first aid spray. Yeah. Okay. Still haven't found any gas. So we're going to leave the bottles behind. We're going to use those up. And actually, I have room for the bottles. No, we'll leave them there because I'm probably going to have to pick up something else. You are going to pick up these. Mix them together so we've got that on hand. Billy will carry the first aid spray. Yeah, but that was a ways back. Up here, maybe? Yeah. And no shotgun. No. No, I had to drop the shotgun because Rebecca had it. And then I needed the inventory space for Rebecca, and so now Billy has shotgun ammo, but no shotgun. Yeah, I've got 2 handguns, Magnum, and grenade launcher, so hopefully that'll be enough if I get into anything. It's suspiciously quiet after getting grenades and healing items. I'm waiting for the shit to hit the fan. Sweet. At least I saved it like 2 rooms ago.
Resident Evil 0.
I think I saved it before I picked up the first aid stuff, though. I must survive in order to expose this nightmare. Oh, and I saved it before I got Billy over here, too. Okay, let's try this again.
Way.
Okay.
You know, I always forget, too, that I can move the secondary character with the right analog stick. I always forget about that, too. Oh, hell no. We ain't dealing with Jeremiah a second time. Okay, it looks like all that's in here is an elevator anyway.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Alright, let's send Billy back up. I can outrun him with one. The thing is, like, it's nice having a partner sometimes, but in situations like this, they kind of just get in the way and waste ammo when I can just maneuver around them easier by myself.
Let's split up.
Roger.
I just want to make sure I'm not going to miss something up here. It's the control panel for the gondola. The motherboard is missing. Without the motherboard, the gondola can't receive electric current. Okay. Well, I guess we need to find the motherboard.
Come on.
Roger.
Oh boy. Oh, that's just fantastic. Fucking Magnum for the win, buddy. That grenade launcher didn't seem to do much of shit. Alright, Rebecca's in danger. Billy looks okay for now. There's a button. Press it. Oh, neat. Take the motherboard. Yes. Is there anything else up here? Okay. People in the Resident Evil universe. You know, those things just make sense. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that before we get too much farther, I guess.
I'll go.
Yeah.
You stay there, Billy. I was going to try to dodge around these guys, but that ain't working too well. Treatment plant manager's diary. Damn it! Why is normal industrial waste being delivered here? This is an Umbrella Corporation facility. We can't deal with this volume of material. Plus, they're sending us contaminated materials that we can't process. What are we supposed to do with it? Well, looks like they're closing it down. Not surprising using it like they did. Had to be done, but it was pretty sudden. It's not like they cared until now. Anyway, as long as I get out of here, I don't care what they do. Don't know why I needed that, but okay. Rebecca could probably ride in it. Neat. Cool. We'll grab those for Billy. Is that the only thing down here? Was that? I guess we don't get back in it. That was a one-way trip, I guess. More acid grenades. Okay, Billy. We need to figure out how to get Billy where she is. There's our battery. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get up there. It's locked from the other side. What's up, Jeremiah Bullfrog? Seriously? Seriously? I got eaten by a frog?
Resident Evil 0.
I gotta fight the thing again. Bruh. Because Billy got eaten by a frog. You know what? I hope Billy dies at the end of this game. I never thought I would play a Resident Evil game and have to reload because of death by frog.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I did see in the last room that I was in with Rebecca, there was a blue chemical in there. So we'll have to see what that's all about. These grenades ain't doing shit to this guy. That's kind of bullshit. Them grenades I don't think did anything to him. If they did, it wasn't much. Yeah, let's leave the bottles for now. I don't... Well, I suppose I could leave the shotgun ammo because I don't have a shotgun. So, yeah, let's leave the shotgun ammo and pick up the bottles in case I find some gas. Really kind of wish I had that shotgun, though. Billy, you stay here.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I don't want to use it, but probably should. Need to find a typewriter again. There's one there. All right, Billy, you're up. See if I can get past Jeremiah the Bullfrog. I guess I just didn't button mash enough the first time around. Because as soon as I got out of it, Jeremiah the Bullfrog just bullfrogged off. Well, Rebecca was in here, I do believe. You know, I probably should have, because I got 2 grenades left anyways. And I need to get rid of them in order to carry these acid grenades, so... Death to him. More shotgun ammo. Really wish I had that shotgun still, because now there's shotgun ammo everywhere. But if I want to go back and get it, it's going to take a good minute. Oh, I can put 12 of them in there. That's cool. Okay. Now, how do I get the damn battery? Industrial water. The blue chemical and the stripping agent have been mixed to form sulfuric acid. So I saw the red chemical, but I never saw the green chemical again. So I wonder where you'd have to find that. I need to figure out how to get that damn battery.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can push. There's something up on the shelf. Really? Like, I pressed the X button around this shelf about 900 times. I can't carry it anyways. Empty battery. Oh, fucking course. Billy, stairs. Okay, now do I combine these two things, or Well, I combined the industrial water with the battery acid. Diluted sulfuric acid is good for battery fluid. Okay. So now we can combine that with that, and now we have a high-power battery.
I'll go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Now that door's still locked. So I guess now we have to backtrack all the way to the forklift, put the battery in it. Okay, we just unlocked that door. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. It's a nice little shortcut back here, I guess. Too bad that's not the shotgun I left laying there. Whee!
You stay here.
Yeah,
Them damn frogs, dude.
Come on.
yeah.
Okay, well, that took forever to get that key card, and honestly, I don't even know where I need to go to use it. Probably down there on B9. Now, I do know there was still one green herb over there where I had an encounter with the bullfrog the last time. So I think now is going to be the time to go and get that. Hopefully we don't have an encounter with the bullfrog again. How far am I from the next typewriter? Because actually, when I was up by the forklift, I could have just went up the stairs. Oh, no, it's still back quite a ways. Never mind. Alright, so I got 2 more rooms to get through. And then I get a typewriter. I hate how specific some of the spots where you have to stand are. Before going in here, because in order to do that, I'm going to have to backtrack all the way up to B6. That's the nearest typewriter. I don't really want to backtrack that far. Probably should, though, otherwise I might have to do this a 3rd time. Yeah, I'll go back and make a save. I'll take your word for it. Because if I die, then I'm going to have to fight the tyrant thing again, go through and get the battery all over again. I should have just made the save after I got the key card to begin with. I didn't realize I was that close to a save point. I do have 12 acid grenades, though. So, hopefully those will come in handy. I love the zombie noises in these early Resident Evil games. They're so funny. I think there was a faster way to get through here. Come on, Billy, what the fuck? think I took the long way to get here. See, Billy still has a first aid spray. Rebecca has nothing. Oh, of course, Billy didn't come with me. Yep. Leave it to your partner to screw things up, like usual. Billy. Seriously, Billy? What the fuck? Was it? Let me guess. He's out of ammo now?
Resident Evil 0.
Like I said, I kind of hope Billy dies at the end of this game. Like he has some sort of heroic death to save Rebecca or something. Because, like, I will feed the frogs so you may live. Some stupid shit like that. Now, he's got plenty of ammo, so I don't know what the fuck he was doing. No frog this time? Alright, fine. I guess maybe the game is starting to feel bad for me. Like, we've killed the guy with the frog twice. Let's let him go by this time. see what's behind here. Magnum ammo. So based on what you told me, and the fact that they just dropped some Magnum ammo here for me, which is the first Magnum ammo I've seen in a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that shit's about to get serious.
Welcome, young ones. So glad you have joined the party. You are the guests of honor. After all, it's your wake.
Who are you? Dr. Marcus?
No, you can't be. What's going on?
10 years ago, Spencer had me assassinated.
Time to die, Doctor.
I will take over your research.
Wesker, Birkin. However, something wondrous happened. It took the T-virus inside of my queen years to procreate my new life.
I live. Now I will have my revenge on Umbrella, and the world will burn in an inferno of hate.
You'll pay for what you've done.
We'll see which one of us is gonna die.
Sweet. Okay, I almost feel like it would be better to leave Rebecca because she's low on health.
Resident Evil 0.
And fight this dude one-on-one. Glad I took your advice on the save, though. Kind of bullshit they don't put a save point before that, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of those decisions the developers made where they probably sat there when they were making this game going, should we put a save point before this boss? Nah. They're gonna be so mad. Like, they made a conscious decision to fuck people there. You know, because, like, if you're looking at the map, you know, and you get that far and you're that far away from a save point, you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, I just got to get through this next room here, and then I'll get to a save point. You know, they couldn't put it before the save point. No. Or they couldn't put it before the boss fight. No. Let's see if we can avoid the bullfrog again. Well, we didn't die, so that's a plus. Okay. Let's give Billy the Magnum. So I'll have 12 grenades and the Magnum.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
You know what? While we're at it, give me these two. So Billy's going in with 12 acid grenades, 40 handgun rounds, and 8 Magnum rounds. And a first aid spray. And it's just going to drag her into the fight with me. I was kind of worried about that.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Wow, dude. I didn't even get a chance.
Resident Evil 0.
Okay, well, I can't leave Rebecca behind. It's going to drag her with me no matter what. So she'll keep the Magnum. really wish I had that shotgun now. I mean, they gave you plenty of, you know, stuff to stock up on before this fight, but then put you in situations where, you know, you kind of need it if it doesn't go perfect. And so there's like no healing items before the fight, nothing. All you get is 8 rounds of Magnum ammo. That's all they give you. Okay. Well, we're going to make Billy use this now. Equip that now. And I will use Rebecca, so potentially I have the ability to dodge more, because the secondary character, they're just going to stand there. You get a 50-50 chance of running into the frog? Yeah. So I've got the Magnum ready to go. Billy's got the acid grenades ready to go. I was like, oh, cool, we got him. No, we didn't. But we can leave together. Let's regroup. So Billy's still fine, so that's good. Billy didn't take any damage. So Billy's got 4 grenades left. Did we get him? Yes! Shaft key. And shaft key. Whew. Rebecca probably wouldn't have made it much longer. I'm surprised Billy didn't take any damage from getting lifted up the way he did. Heals? They couldn't have gave me this before the fight. Unless it's just going to get worse after this. It's like, if I'm getting, you know, if that was like the final boss fight, I don't see why I'd be getting grenades and, you know, health stuff now.
What?
It's the Queen!
Uh-huh. Of course.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Who activated the self-destruct system?
Come on, can't this thing move any faster? Shit! Whoa!
And I got 5 minutes.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Ah, Billy died.
Resident Evil 0.
Well, at least there's not a ton of backtracking to get here. give Billy a first aid spray, too. Okay, let's try this again. Let me actually just overwrite this last save so I don't have to get the first aid sprays and all that again. Actually, let me look and see if there was actually anything in this room that also might help me. Magnum rounds. Ha ha ha. Alright, that looked like pretty much it, but I need to remember there's Magnum rounds in there.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
I like blocked myself in here. Alright, sweet.
Billy, can't handle sunlight. We need to open the windows.
Follow me!
Now let's keep staring at it instead of just opening the windows.
You work on the windows.
Got it.
I'll use my charm to distract Your Majesty.
To open the heliport in case of emergency, follow the procedures below. Removing the lock. There are 4 locking mechanisms in the room which must be activated in order. Southwest side, northwest side, southeast side, west side. Turn each of the mechanism's handles to unlock the gate. Okay, southwest, northwest, southeast, west.
The self-destruct system has been activated. Personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
There's two. Ah, she's almost dead. Wait. Yeah, I already used her thing, so...
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Damn it. Wasn't expecting to have to do that either. So that's fun.
Resident Evil 0.
Let's go get our Magnum ammo. The first half of that fight wouldn't have been so bad had I not cornered myself. Because I was thinking maybe I needed to use those, you know, handle things to defeat it, right? So I was like, oh, let me run over here and see if this does anything. And then I got stuck there.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Alright. Made it through the first phase without having to touch my healing items. So that's a plus.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
There's the third one.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel evacuate immediately. Repeat.
That should be all four of them. Yes! Ooh, look at that gun. Yes.
Billy!
Hey, Queenie! Feast on this!
Damn.
Rebecca, hurry!
Shit.
Hey, that must be the old mansion that Enrico was talking about.
That must be the mansion, huh?
I guess it's time to say goodbye. Officially, Lieutenant Billy Cohen is dead.
Yeah, I'm just a zombie now. Thank you, Rebecca.
So I guess after all that, they agree to just go their separate ways. So that was Resident Evil 0. It's gonna be... I mean, I did enjoy the game, and I feel like now that I've gotten through it, and, you know, once, I feel like a second playthrough might be enjoyable, you know, down the road. I ain't gonna... yeah, I got 0 Resident Evil games done. I'm not gonna jump like right into it and play through it again. I probably won't play through this game again for, you know, quite a few years. But for what it is, it was enjoyable. Some of the only, like, I guess, real issue that I ran into was the stripping agent. You know, where I had Billy go up when I should have had Rebecca go up was really the only issue. The rest of it I would have figured out eventually. You know, the couple, you know, hints and tips that you did give me, I would have eventually figured out on my own. That part, I probably would have gave up and just ended up looking it up when I had to get the stripping agent last week. But, you know, playing through this again in a couple of years would be like, oh yeah, I remember I need to have her do this, and, you know, not to the point where it's like, okay, I know what to do and where to go. It's like, once I get, I guess, far enough into the future where I don't remember every detail, you know, this would be fun to do again. But it was nice to see, I guess, the very beginning, right? Because I've seen the movies, and the movies, as far as I know, are kind of loosely based on the games. There's some crossover content between the games and the movies. You know, there's a couple characters that kind of cross over between the two, you know, and all that. But from what I understand, the games and the movies, after a certain point, just I think after the second movie, completely split in different directions. But it's nice to see. It was nice to see, I guess, the beginning and the origins of, you know, everything that happened. And I liked the way it ended, the foreshadowing. Obviously, this game came out, you know, well after. I think it came out after Resident Evil 2. Or actually, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. And I think it came out, it was around the same time as Code Veronica. So 1, 2, and 3 had already been well established. So I feel like this would have been a fun game for people to go back through and play after playing through the first 3, you know, and getting a couple, you know, more details of the beginning of the story, and maybe certain details that you may have picked up on that I didn't, since I haven't played them yet. Although I think everybody at this point knows the first Resident Evil takes place in the mansion, and you know, the foreshadowing leading into that was really nice to see, and kind of cool if you didn't know that, you know. So like playing through Resident Evil 0 and going, oh, that's that old mansion Enrico was talking about, and then going into the next game going, oh, this is where this takes place. But overall, it was enjoyable for what it is. Again, I've said it several times that I think a lot of it really depends on your expectations going into a game, on how well you're going to like it or not. I mean, you can go into a game expecting it to be a certain way, and it still not quite be as enjoyable as you want it to be. Or you can go into a game expecting it to be one way and it be the complete opposite. But generally, if you're going to be playing an older Resident Evil game, you should know what to expect by now. You should kind of already know what you're getting into. Unless you've been living under a rock and have never played a single Resident Evil game before in your life, or you're, you know, a teenager and had never heard of the series up until now. But again, as long as the expectations are realistic, I think for what you're going into, you'll have at least a decent time, and that's what this was for me. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I probably should call it here, but damn, I want to start the first one now. Because I got everything prepared to go right from one into the next one. So if the stream went short, I could just go right here to my game art and change that to Resident Evil and be done. Okay, so kills. 95 kills, 590 shots, 34 recoveries, and 34 saves at a total time of 8 hours and 17 minutes is my ending time here. And a rank of C. Didn't know I was going to get ranked on this. I'm going to guess that time, obviously, is from save point to save point. I don't imagine that there would be a way for this game to keep track of your time without, autosaves. A rank speedrun. No thanks. However, since I do speedrun stuff, and I am interested in speedrunning stuff, let's take a gander at Resident Evil 0 and see what that looks like. Oh, there we go. Resident Evil 0. So, new game, HD console. World record PS5 is 1 hour and 25 minutes. On normal difficulty, which is what I was on. New game plus HD console, PS5, hour and 20 minutes. So that's a 5-minute difference. There's Wesker mode and knife only. HD console on normal difficulty, knife only, there's none. Easy difficulty, knife only, HD console, hour and 37 minutes. But I'm interested now. Wesker mode. You can now play Leech Hunter. You can now play Wesker mode. What is Wesker mode? Yeah, knife only just sounds like absolute hell. I was like, why don't I have audio? I forgot I turned it off.
Resident Evil 0.
Once again, restart extra game. Find all the blue and green leech charms in the Umbrella facility and exit the mansion's front door. Leech charm features. 1. Colors. Billy and Rebecca can only carry a certain color of leech charm and they cannot be exchanged between characters. Blue leech is Billy, green is Rebecca. 2. Can't be dropped. Once you acquire a leech charm, it can't be dropped. Up to 10 leech charms can be stored in your inventory as one item. There's 50 leech, green leech, and 50 blue leech. If you exit through the mansion's front door or if either character dies, then the game will end. If a character dies, your leech charms will not be counted. This sounds kind of dumb, honestly. Okay, it looks like you get to Wesker mode through the extras. Now you can play as Wesker. Hold circle to release and release to perform a forward dash. Press circle while dashing to stop and to dash in a direction. While aiming, hold square and release to perform a long distance attack. Hold longer for more power. Movie scenes feature Billy.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island.
Is this just the same game but with Wesker instead?
Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the international enterprise Umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom? And how was the T-virus created?
Pretty sure this was the opening
to uncover
bit of the
truth,
game itself.
We must delve deeper into the events which transpired in the beginning.
More than likely, yeah.
Before the mansion incident.
Okay, she looks different. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume that once you meet up with Billy, it's Wesker instead.
This is Officer Chambers from...
This is the one I started in, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's not. I'm already in danger.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
Okay, I kind of wanted to see what this neat stuff is that that Wesker can do, but I kind of don't care enough to keep playing through this right now. Yeah, I noticed that right off the bat. So yeah, it would be an interesting way to go back and replay through the game for sure. And, you know, maybe if I go back through and decide to, you know, play it again, that'll probably be how I do it. Let's see. Wesker mode on HD console, hour and 19 minutes is the speedrun world record for that. Now, I do see on PC, there's a separate category called door skip, which cuts the time down to 49 minutes. Oh, that's right. There's a mod that PC players have, that essentially that I've seen PC players use, that skips the like door opening animation and whatnot. So it's just, it loads from one door right to the next, or one room right to the next, without having to see every single door open every time, which I suppose, if I was speedrunning the game, I might want to do that, potentially. Simply because I feel like in order to speedrun this game, you know, and I guess get good at it, seeing those doors open over and over and over again would probably get a little irritating. So let's see. We've got a gallery here. 98%. I missed, what, one? Yeah, somehow I missed this one, like, film. And it's probably when, yeah, Billy and Rebecca split up to hit the brakes. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it for the night. If I had some more time and I'm not 2.5 hours in, I would have started the first one. But no, we're just gonna call it here for the night. What I will do, actually, I won't start the game, but I am gonna load it up to the main menu and just kind of check it out. Maybe that'll be enough to satisfy the itch for now, or it'll make it worse. Neat. So yeah, we got the original, we got widescreen and original. Now, yeah, it looks like the same with Resident Evil 0. In Resident Evil 0, it's like they kept the top of the screen in the normal spot, but it just seemed like they zoomed it in and cut off the bottom. This one seems like it cuts off a little bit of the top and the bottom. So it still zooms it in, but it's more centered. So you can see like the candles. You can't see the bottom of the candles and like these pillars in the background. I'm still going to play this in widescreen, but it's nice to have the option. Controls. Oh boy, the controls are different. I like how it gives me different control schemes, but then gives me alternate or original, but it doesn't look like it actually changes anything. Use defensive items automatically or manually when you're attacked. Interesting. So R2 is the map. So type B looks like it'll be closer to what I was used to. So we've got R1 is aim, L1 is change target, X is attack, circle is status, I'm guessing that's menu, square is run or reload, That's going to take a minute to get used to. Audio, language, auto data upload. Choose if you want to upload data about your game to the server. I don't know why you would need that. Subtitles on. Leaderboard. Wow, this actually still works. Well, to a point. Because there's no way you beat this game in 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Real survival, invisible enemy, and normal mode. And then and I'm also seeing Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. So can you play through this game as either one of them, or does it switch back and forth? I'm guessing... I don't know. Hey, look who's in the background there. That's Rebecca standing there. So maybe she makes an appearance in the first game. Option... Okay, we've already been there.
Resident Evil.
Wide original subtitles. Okay, that's all we get for that. So we will... There's a possibility I might start this Monday night. Because I've been kind of getting the itch to get into the actual meat and potatoes of the series. Resident Evil 0 was kind of just like a teaser almost. Because... like, some games being prequels really, really expand on the story. Like MGS3, you know, severely changed the entire story of the Metal Gear series. Whereas Resident Evil 0, I've never heard anybody say that like completely changed the series and brought a whole different, you know, thing to the series overall. It was just kind of... And originally it was a GameCube exclusive. You know, so I feel like it was kind of just Capcom maybe testing the waters with the new GameCube system and, you know, getting Resident Evil on the Nintendo market. You know, so it wasn't a huge, you know, hugely important game to the series. So I've been kind of itching to get into the Resident Evil series and actually get into the meat and potatoes. And this being a remake of the first game, you know, I've never played the first game, but this is where it all really began. So yeah, Resident Evil 0 was basically just our appetizer. You know, I was a little thirsty and it whet my whistle, but I'm ready to get into the you know, full course dinner now. So I may start this tomorrow night. I say may because if I do start it tomorrow night, it's going to be very late, as I have Tuesday off. From work. At least I should. But so I would have the ability to do something Monday night. However, I do have to work tomorrow. This job has been kicking my ass, and I might be just dead ass tired and not feel like it tomorrow. That's a real possibility. That's why I've kind of just been playing things by ear for a while. But I guess tomorrow after work, if I'm not dead-ass tired and something I feel like doing, I will update on the Grimbeardson Discord. There will be a link in the description below, and it's pinned in the chat here on Twitch. But anyway, that was Resident Evil 0. So Grim, thanks for hanging out with me and checking this game out, and thanks for, you know, the help that I got and you know, the tip that you gave me of like, hey, you should probably think really hard about saving this game right now. Let's see. So Resident Evil 0, what trophies didn't I get? Finish the game with an S rank, hard difficulty, finish the game without combining herbs, finish the game without saving, finish the game without using first aid spray, finish the game without using a recovery item, hidden trophy, Defeat all bosses except Centurion using Rebecca. Destroy a zombie's legs. Create a... Okay, I got that one. Create a custom handgun. Use a green chemical. Read all files. So I missed a file somewhere. Defeat Mimicry Marcus for the first time using only a knife. Combine every type of herb with each other. You know, I never thought to actually combine the blue and green herbs together. Because I was just like, oh, the blue herbs are for poison. Don't need to do that. Obtain all weapons. Winged spawn of Satan. Defeat 16 bats in the church. Welcome to Team Wesker. Put on the Team Wesker costume. It was a trophy, yes. Play Leech Hunter. You get a trophy for playing Leech Hunter. Finish Leech Hunter with rank A. With rank E or above. Collect all of only one color of Leech Charms. These... And... Kill 50 enemies with a death stare at full charge. Yeah, Die Devil Bird and Winged Spawn of Satan. That's hilarious. I'll give them props for that. But anyway, that's going to be it. Grim, thanks for hanging out. And I may be back tomorrow night for some Resident Evil 1. If not, it will likely be next Sunday. So until next time, check out the Grim Gamer on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night this week. He's playing the Outer Worlds 2. And then we'll be back here either tomorrow or next weekend. So until next time, stay suave.